The Nebraska prairie. It's calm and quiet as the rolling farmlands wait out winter.
This is what community looks like!
But even here, the new Trump agenda stirs passion and fear.
Long overhangs!
Immigrant workers are critical in a state where cattle outnumber people by more than 3 to 1. Nebraska is second to Texas in U.S. beef production, 6th in pork, and its Cornhusker State nickname celebrates its role as an agriculture giant.
If we have a hitch in the get-along in Nebraska, it's a big enough processing state. It's going to be felt in the food chain.
By hitch in the get-along, Nebraska Farmers Union President John Hanson means a Trump immigration crackdown that rounds up undocumented workers.
Do we need better enforcement? I think we do. There's a constructive way to do it, and there's a less than constructive way to do it. And so it remains to be seen how we proceed.
This is a red state, and its Republican governor is offering support if the Trump White House puts Nebraska on its immigration crackdown list. Fear is the word you hear most from immigrants, even those with legal status.
This first term was more of like, let's see if this can happen. This year is more, I'm gonna do it.
They go to school.
Jin has a green card now and is working toward citizenship, but he has family and friends who are undocumented, and he asked that we not use his full name.
It's a scary time for my community, for people I care for, are basically are not lucky enough like I am.
Rumors of ICE activity spread fast, as did word that agents can now enter schools and churches.
It starts off people getting scared. Basically, it starts off like, have you seen immigration? Have you seen this? And you see the fear in people's eyes. Just the fact that they can't go out to the store, they can't go get groceries, or even hospitals. It's just a hard time.
Immigrant advocates like Mary Choate say clients are worried now about sending their children to school or showing up for English classes and other services.
We really want to keep immigrants and refugees involved in the community because they're so integral to our community, but it's been very difficult for them to be able to do that because they fear going outside of their homes.
Soy originaria de Honduras, Centroamérica.
G is seeking asylum. She was a journalist back home in Honduras, targeted by the government, she says, after reports detailing corruption.
Básicamente, si vuelvo a Honduras, pues me matan.
If I go back to Honduras, they will kill me.
She entered the States a year ago using a Biden administration phone app that Trump eliminated on day one.
Your lawyers tell you you're in the asylum process and you should be okay, but with Trump as president, are you worried?
Claro. Sí, por supuesto.
Of course, for sure.
Why?
Because he tries to implement quite strict policies with immigrants in general, and I think even more with people who have just entered the country. At least with the program I entered with, there is some instability, so to speak. So of course, that increases anxiety and concern.
Más que todo con la llegada de Trump.
With Trump's arrival, I have felt very unstable. I have a lot of anxiety, I suffer from insomnia, and I cannot stop thinking about the possibility of being deported.
De pensar en la posibilidad de volver.
I cannot go back.
No puedo.
Nebraska State Senator Kathleen Koth is pushing a new E-Verify law that requires employers to certify their workers are legal. Simple and common sense, she says, but Koth concedes the polarized national debate might make it harder to win over Democrats.
I'm really more worried about Nebraska and focusing on what do we need in Nebraska to understand the problem? How do we make sure that we are keeping people who are not here legally from taking jobs from people who are here?
Koth believes the state can handle any workforce disruption caused by stronger enforcement, and she is a state example of the Trump effect on the Republican Party. Any path to status or citizenship for those already here illegally must start with going home.
I kind of view it as a poison apple from the poison tree, whatever the legal definition is. If your first act is to break the law, you have become a criminal. And so therefore everything after, even if it's well-intentioned, even if it's wonderful, please go back and go through the process because we do want you here, but we need you to do it the right way. And I don't think that should ever change.
Go back is the driving theme of the new Republican immigration push, and a big reason more immigrants think it's best to stay in the shadows. John King, CNN, Lincoln, Nebraska.